My name is Robert Ozzimo. It gives me great pride to represent the company of Harcourts, Rata & Co. I'd like to take just a short moment to thank the owners of this remarkable family home for selecting us to market and sell the property, and also to introduce my colleagues. You'll notice them throughout the crowd here today. They're here for your assistance. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Jonathan, Alex, and of course Emilia Faba, who's inside at the moment but who will be out with us very shortly. But more importantly, I'm sure you've had the opportunity to meet Emilia throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, I'd like to share with you now the following announcements which are in place to help you the buyers bid and buy with confidence. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now, buyers, the contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. It reads that today Harcourts, Rata & Co. sells for on behalf of the vendor all this land, together with any improvements described in the attached copy of title, volume 9808, folio 280, or as it's more commonly known to you and I as number 11 Grand Parade here in Epping. Selling with property today are all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, fixed window furnishings, and any other fixtures and fittings of a permanent nature. Today, once a property is sold, we will call on the successful purchaser to pay deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price upon the fall of the hammer, and the signing of the contracts here today, and the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here, everything is quite clear. So buyers, it is with my highest recommendation what we offer you for sale here today. Now, we are here week in, week out. That real estate is all about location, location, location. And I tell you what, you can hardly find a better Epping location, a more central Epping location than where we stand right here today. Because 11 Grand Parade is so popular with the Epping market because of that central location and all of that infrastructure that surrounds us. Schools within easy reaches, close as across the road for secondary education, good quality secondary education, primary school education, of course, tertiary education as close as NMIT up the road. Easy access to transport, Epping station only a stone's throw away, providing simple access into the city. And then plenty of shopping options. We have Pacific Epping, Dalton Village, not far away at all, also from Westfield Plenty Valley. So the list goes on and on and on in terms of what this property has to offer in terms of location. But let's have a look at the home for a moment. Plenty of space for the growing family. 4 bedrooms, serviced by those 2 bathrooms, informal and formal living downstairs, a big backyard to play or entertain in, and look how solid the home is. One thing is absolutely for sure, they do not build them like this anymore. So buyers, what an opportunity, whether you be a first home buyer, whether you be an investor, or an opportunity for you and your family to get in and bid and buy number 11 Grand Parade today. That way to do that, buyers, is quite simple. Throw your hands up in the air, call out your bids to me in a loud and clear voice, and I'll sell today by calling 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. When the contract meets my hand, the property will be sold. Our vendor's instructions are very clear. We want to get a sold sticker up on that board at the conclusion of this auction. So buyers, if you would like to be the one to place a sticker on the board when all is said and all is done, right now, right here, is your opportunity to reserve that exclusive right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 11 Grand Parade here in Epping? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. Start me where you like. Where can I see you start? 5 at 700.